Heyo, college football fans! Ohio State Buckeyes versus the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame is your 2024 season national championship game played at 6:30 p.m. Central Time on Monday. Two Blue Buds battling for an additional Natty. 8 national championships for the men in scarlet and gray, 11 for the team from South Bend. Here's some irrelevant info. There have been 918 games played this 2024 season. Mondays will be 919th. Tickets are going for $1,300 to almost $8,000. Temperature should be about 29 degrees at kickoff in Atlanta, but they're playing indoors, so it should be a balmy 72 degrees Fahrenheit. That stadium that they're playing in costs $750 per square foot. The average American home costs about $150 per square foot to build. Let's take a look at the numbers. The offenses. Notre Dame ranked 6th. Ohio State 12th. What? Wait, this can't be right. It was a surprise to you as it was for me. With all the talent that the Bucs are sporting, you'd expect them to be ranked above Notre Dame. Let's look closer. The per game passing yards, 194 to 265, favoring Ohio State. Rushing, 210 to 163, favoring Notre Dame. So we have runners versus passers. The number of first downs virtually identical. Turnovers, both exactly equal to 1 per game average. And the defensive rankings. Hey, the 2 best in the country. And you know now that we're past the RPO era, defense wins championships. The biggest difference is that OSU is 43 yards better against the run. That will be the key to Notre Dame. They'll need 5 yards per carry to stay ahead of the sticks. The Irish have been very poor in 3rd down and 7+, converting only 15% or so. Putting all that into context, Notre Dame had the easier schedule in the regular season and in the playoff. So advantage Ohio State. But is that advantage 8.5 points? If it's a defensive-dominated game, and it could be, let's remember, Ohio State had 2 gigantic plays against Texas. The long screen pass at the end of the half and the Jack Sawyer strip scoop and score. Take away the 75-yard screen pass, and Texas kicks a field goal to go up 17-14 on that fateful 4th and goal. Therefore, it may come down to special teams. Notre Dame is 7 for 8 on field goals in the playoffs, 5 for 5 from over 40 yards in the last 2 games. Ohio State has had trouble, 3 for 6 in the last 4 games, missing 2 clutch kicks against Michigan. So the edge goes to Notre Dame in the kicking game. Ohio State is favored by 8.5 points. Josh Pate thinks OSU will win it and cover those 8.5 points. J.D. Pickell, he thinks Ohio State will win, but Notre Dame will cover. Mark Rogers also thinks OSU will win, Notre Dame to cover. The nerd on College Football Nerds, Daniel, he thinks Ohio State will win and cover. So does Josh. And the Nerds College Football Model also thinks Ohio State will win and cover. And so does Joel Klatt. So the conventional wisdom is a close OSU win or an Ohio State blowout. But you didn't come here to hear what they said. You came here to hear what I have to say and what my pick is. Given the top 2 defenses, Notre Dame a slightly better scoring offense, but Ohio State had the tougher schedule, so their numbers should be elevated a little bit more. And the Notre Dame kicking game, it's that defense and kicking game. That's what's swaying me, and it's 8.5 points. I'm going to take those 8.5 points and Notre Dame. Enjoy this last college football game of this season. Later.